Hey everyone. The doujin begins with two male students saying goodbye to each other, telling one another that they would see each other the next day. As one of them walked away, he came across a girl using her phone, and as he looked at her, he felt like he had seen her somewhere before. When the girl looked up, she asked if he was Takamiya, which surprised him. As realization dawned on Takamiya, he asked if she was Kuroki. Kuroki said that it had been a long time and that she hadn't seen him since they graduated from middle school, and he responded that it was because she had moved away. Kuroki said that it had been about 2.5 years and that those days felt like a distant memory now. As Takamiya glanced downward and noticed the bandages on her legs, he asked if her legs were badly hurt. Kuroki responded that it wasn't a big deal. Changing the topic, Kuroki commented on Takamiya's school uniform, saying that it really suited him. Hearing that, he blushed and told her to shut up, before asking why she wasn't wearing her own school uniform and whether her school was on break. Kuroki calmly replied that she had stopped going to school. That answer shocked Takamiya. He asked her why she had stopped attending and added that she wasn't dumb, so she should have been going to a good school. Instead of answering directly, Kuroki suddenly asked Takamiya if she could stay at his place. Takamiya complained, telling her not to change the subject, but then stopped midway and asked her to repeat what she had just said. Kuroki explained that she didn't have anywhere to stay and that, at the rate things were going, she might end up sleeping on the streets. She clung to his arm and asked again if she could please stay with him. Blushing heavily, Takamiya stammered before finally agreeing. She thanked him and said she loved how he always came to her rescue whenever she was in trouble. He replied that she was just saying that half-heartedly, which made her laugh as she said that he had caught her there. At Takamiya's house, Kuroki thanked him once again, saying that it was hard not having any money or a place to stay. Takamiya replied that he hadn't done much, explaining that he was only able to let her stay because his parents were on a trip and wouldn't be home for a while. She said she understood as she casually lit a cigarette. Startled, Takamiya asked what she was doing, and Kuroki replied that she was smoking, even asking if he wanted to join her. He told her that he didn't smoke, and she teased him by saying he would probably like it. He insisted that wasn't the issue and asked why she was doing something like that in the first place. Kuroki quietly said that she didn't want to exist anymore, and that she felt like she didn't belong in the world. Shocked, Takamiya asked why she would say something like that so suddenly, but instead of answering, she put out her cigarette and gently held his face. Before he could fully process what was happening, she leaned in and kissed him. Pulling back, Kuroki laughed and teased him, saying his face had turned completely red and that it was cute. Leaning close and speaking softly into his ear, she asked if he had had a crush on her back in middle school. Flustered, he stammered and asked how she knew. She replied that she had heard it from some of their classmates back then. Kuroki then asked whether he had a girlfriend or someone he liked now, and he admitted that he didn't. Blushing, she said that what was about to happen wouldn't be a problem and that it was her way of thanking him for letting her stay over for the day. As Kuroki idly played with his pencil, she asked if he had ever had fantasies about her before, and he denied it. She questioned him again, asking if he was really sure, and he insisted that he was. She told him that was a boring answer, and teased him for being no fun, though internally he admitted to himself that he definitely fantasized about her before. Before they did the deed, Kuroki suddenly asked Takamiya if he liked her, and whether he would accept her no matter what. Hearing that, Takamiya called out to her and asked her to tell him what was really going on. After hesitating for a moment, she apologized. She said she knew it was wrong to bring it up so late, but she had been afraid that he would hate her if he knew, so she couldn't bring herself to speak honestly. Apologizing again, she removed her clothes, revealing countless scars beneath them, which left Takamiya completely shocked. Letting out a strained laugh, Kuroki asked if he wanted to back away now and whether her scars disgusted him. She then explained that her mother had remarried around the time they graduated from middle school. Her new father was a terrible person. He was violent towards her, and he even went as far as forcefully defiling her. Overwhelmed by everything, she sometimes hurt herself because she couldn't endure the pain anymore, and eventually it drove her to run away from home. Remembering all of this, she came back to town, and by chance, she ran into Takamiya. Kuroki had been so happy to see him again that she acted without thinking, and she apologized for putting him through something so uncomfortable. Apologizing once more, she said that she would be leaving. Takamiya stopped her, which caught her by surprise. He explained that while he had been surprised by her scars, he wasn't disgusted by them. He told her that none of what happened was her fault, and that if she had been suffering so much, he wished she had told him sooner. He told her that he could never hate her for something like that. Hearing this, Kuroki broke down in tears. Takamiya suggested that they continued where they left off, and he gently kissed her scars, treating her with care. When she asked him to stop, he asked if she didn't want him to, but she explained that wasn't it. She was just afraid that he was forcing himself to do it for her sake. In response, he reassured her and kissed her again. Kuroki remembered the horrible things her father had done, and how she believed she would never be loved by anyone, thinking that everyone despised her. Yet Takamiya was different. Timidly calling his name, she asked if he still loved her even after everything she had been through. He asked why she would even question that, but she insisted that he answer her honestly. As he intertwined his fingers with hers, he told her that he loved her. She asked if he still loved her even though she was so filthy, and he told her that she wasn't filthy at all. Kuroki admitted that it had been terrifying having no one she could trust or talk to, but Takamiya was the only one who accepted her. She begged him to never leave her, and he promised that he wouldn't. After the deed, Takamiya looked at Kuroki's arms and commented that she had a lot of scars. Kuroki agreed and said that she had made up her mind that no matter how hard things got, she would never hurt herself again. She then asked where Takamiya was going. He replied that he had been thinking about finding a place of his own. Since he would be graduating soon, he thought it might be time to move out and live independently. As Kuroki timidly clenched her fists, she said that she understood his reasoning. However, to her surprise, Takamiya asked her if she wanted to live with him. Kuroki asked if she truly could, and he told her that she could. He explained that she didn't have a place to stay and that he promised to be with her forever. Overcome with emotion, Kuroki began to cry. When Takamiya asked what was wrong, she wiped away her tears and said it was nothing. Looking at her reflection, she thanked Takamiya from the bottom of her heart.